Hello everyone, this is Latasha Blanton from the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. And you're going to have the opportunity to travel with Phil Scott to
sunny South Africa. You guys are going to have the opportunity to come to Johannesburg, and you guys are going to be coming to Durban. And we're going to set it up perfectly. It's going to be like a luxury experience for you guys. At the same time, you're going to be getting some culture. And of course, you're going to get an opportunity to talk to Phil, hang out with Phil, and get his views on Africa and South Africa.
You're also going to get an opportunity to explore the lifestyles here that are available in South Africa. And we're going to do all that for you in an amazing 10 days. We do hope that you go to the website and book, because we do look forward to seeing you here.
Absolutely. Our website is therealsouthafrica.com. Go there, scroll down. You'll see a picture of Phil, and just go ahead and book there. So we'll see you here in what we like to call sunny South Africa.
Just when you think that you've heard and seen it all in regards to the horrible things that happen to Black people, I got something else for you. Check it out.
All right, so we're at 144.45 and 144.37 on Halsted. I don't see any sheriffs here at all. No sheriffs here. And they boarding these apartments up. There's still people in these apartments. There's people living here with their kids. Section 8 is paying their rent still, and they is putting these people out their house or boarding them up. Harvey is not the sheriffs. Harvey has no control over this. They not the sheriffs. Y'all is here with no sheriffs. Y'all boarding people up in their cribs. I'm calling the news. I'm calling the lawyers. This is so wrong on so many levels. Y'all can't do this. Y'all's not the sheriffs. Y'all don't have the right. There's old people living here. There's people living here with their kids. That Section 8 is paying their rent still, and y'all is boarding people up in their cribs. They boarding people up in their houses. Oh, yeah, there's an old man boarded up in this apartment right here. There's someone still in this apartment. How he gonna get out? How is he gonna get out? They think Harvey police is allowed to do this. They are not the sheriffs. They not the sheriffs. This is so wrong.
So as you saw there was a woman, and she took a video of an apartment building in Harvey, Illinois being boarded up as people were still in those buildings. Now, it sounds like it's predominantly Black people that were in those very low-income buildings. Now, it also sounds like the owner of those buildings were admonished about the condition of their property all the way back in August. And then in October, they got the final, hey, y'all need to do something about this because they're very ran down and, not fit to live, to say the least. Well, it sounds like the owner said, oh, okay, we'll start off 2024 by boarding Black people into the apartments. Now, the residents there said they didn't hear a knock on the door. There was no notices or anything. That crews, if you will, showed up with plywood and just started closing people up in there. And so as you saw there on the video, there were older people that were trapped behind those buildings. There were people who were sick and a whole host of other things. Now, there was a woman who is battling cancer. She was locked in there, and she says, I don't have anywhere to go. I need like Section 8 or somewhere like that. And I just simply do not have anywhere to go. As with most of those people there, they said it was over 30 units that were boarded up. They said, we don't have anywhere to go. Where are we going to go? We know that especially anywhere in the United States, rent is high everywhere, right? And Section 8, I'm imagining, is booming and busting at the seams with people applying, trying to get in there. And so you have those people, again, have nowhere to go. But guess what else is going on there? Now, Harvey is in Chicago, although it functions on its own as its own, I guess, city, if you will. It's about 30,000 residents from what I understand. But they have a Black mayor as well. Now, it sounds like he's fairly new to the job. But the city council there in Harvey is predominantly Black, because I looked. And so you ain't going to tell me that they didn't know about that horrid apartment complex there. Why did they let it go on so long? Well, I wanted y'all to know specifically that Harvey is considered to be part of Chicago, because what's going on in Chicago as I speak? Migrants. The migrants are being bused, train, rides there, planes, and you name it. They are getting to Chicago, and they're getting all of the resources. The governor, J.B. Pritzker, he allocated last year in November $160 million into helping build a weatherized tent and all that for the migrants. But we're seeing stories like that there in Harvey of Black people being boarded up in the apartments. So it's like, what you gonna do? Just board them up and they was never gonna leave? Like, what are we doing here? You know? And I'm trying my best not to really get angry as I tell this story, because it's like, how do you get it in your mind that I'm gonna go board black people up? Okay, if they didn't want to leave, I get it. I wouldn't want to leave either. It's cold. They're in, you know, Chicago, Harvey, right now. I don't have anywhere to go. Where am I gonna go? You're gonna kick me out? Doesn't sound like they haven't noticed. They have notices now, but they didn't have no. Where am I gonna go? So if I don't leave because I don't have anywhere to go, you're gonna board me up in there? Well, it's called due process. Take people to court. Get a proper eviction or something, but just to board them up in there like a coffin, like, there's black people in there, just forget it. Let's just go on and about our business. Because I don't know, were they acquiescing the demands of the city? Although the alderman there, I think his name is Tyrone Rogers, he says, well, he didn't know anything about it. City council didn't know anything about them going to board them up, and it's not right. It's like, okay, yeah, it's not right. But the city council and the city planning, y'all could do something about that. Y'all could say, okay, let's allocate some funds. Let's find the landlord or somebody to get this building up to code. But we cannot put black people on the streets, and we cannot board them up in those apartment buildings. It's unsafe, right? Isn't there some sort of laws or something to where people cannot be boarded up, where they can't get out? Like, they have to ply that plywood off of those apartments to get those black people out of there. And in a lot of cases, they just took the doorknob off the door, so they couldn't open the door, any of that kind of stuff. So to me, it sounds like those owners also need to be brought up on charges for attempted murder or something, burying people alive, like something. They cannot just get away with doing that. But you know what? If this didn't go all over TikTok or, you know, get national attention now, I wonder if they would have even done anything about it. Would it be a big deal? Because you couldn't have did that to migrants. You couldn't have did that to a bunch of Asians or anybody else. But here in America, you could do that to black people. You could board them up and just go about your day. Our job is done. And then, of course, you got the sorry city council there going, now they all involved. Oh, you know, it ain't right. Of course it ain't right. But you knew about it. You knew that it was underwhelming there. You knew there was crime and drugs and all kind of stuff going on over there. But what y'all do is, y'all go into those neighborhoods, you put your campaign signs in the yard there, if there's a yard there anywhere, or you plaster it all over the fence, and then you go and ask those people, hey, show up to vote for me, because if you vote for me, I'm going to do A, B, C, and D, and then once they do vote for you or you get back in office, then you just act like they don't even exist. But then you want to show up because now the attention is on your behind. You got the spotlight on you. Now you care. What if you care? You get some of that money for that they're giving to the migrants, and you allocate it toward that apartment building and make sure those people have somewhere to go. Or allocate some of that money into rehabbing those apartments so they'll have somewhere to live, because I guarantee you, even if they're paying $5 to live there, they're paying something to live there. They're not living there for free. And so in a lot of cases, the city councils, anywhere, especially where black people are impoverished, they know that landlords or slumlords operate that way. They don't do nothing about it. They only do something about it if something horrible like this story happens. Then they act like they care. But I'm going to tell y'all this as black people. I don't care where it is, whether it's on the federal level, the state, local, Democrats. And this is a predominantly Democratic area that we're talking about, right? Stop giving them your vote. If you got to vote for somebody else just to show them that I'm not voting for you to be boarded up in my apartment, then do that. But stop giving those jokers your vote. They don't care about you. They only care about power, money, and prestige. That's all they care about. And they'll use your black behind to get there. But yeah, the landlord, whoever they are, they need to do some serious jail time for what they're doing. So city council there and the mayor, Christopher Clark, do something other than bump your gums. Go, the mayor, you're the president of the city. You got the keys. You got the power. Make sure that some charges are filed on those people. Don't just get up there and just do lip service. Oh, we didn't know. Somebody need to go to jail. Go to jail and then get those black people some help so they don't have to be kicked out of their apartment. So anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think of this horrible story. It got me heated. Don't sweat my doggone afro out. Y'all let me know what y'all think of this story. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube.